This is Kcal News, Los Angeles.
Now here at noon, new tariffs take effect for dozens of countries when it could hit your wallet. Plus, for the first time since the end of the Sean Diddy Combs trial, we are hearing from his lead attorney. But the big story today is a next weather alert as SoCal really heats up, how long it's expected to last. And welcome here to Kcal News at noon. We are streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Jasmine Veal in for Amy Johnson. It's going to be the hottest day of the week today, and we have that next weather alert. We do have live team coverage, Rick Montanez and the Inland Empire, as we get right, though, to meteorologist Paul Diano with the next weather forecast. Paul.
Jasmine, what a contrast going on in Southern California right now. We don't have uniform weather, and this would be a case study of that not happening because we are as hot as 113 right now in Palm Springs, and with the same sunshine, it is 41 degrees colder at the beach, 72 in Malibu, lots of spots in between. But just know, away from the immediate coastline, hottest day of the year for some of you. Santa Clarita 100, Temecula 102, Lancaster 97, Pasadena 97. Los Angeles is 1 degree off of its hottest day of the year. It's already 91 degrees. So we'll start with the hot views where it's now 93 in the Hollywood Hills. Visibility is actually a little bit better today, but it's very hazy and still smoky from those nearby wildfires. Mount Wilson is now in the 80s, up a mile in elevation, but the beach. Man, what a great day to go to the beach. If you can change your plans and you want to cool off, those folks are. They're loving it. 78 degrees in Santa Monica. But today, away from the beach, it is a next weather alert, and we're continuing it tomorrow. It's going to be a really warm night tonight, not good sleeping weather, and then tomorrow another hot day. How hot? 105. That's pretty high. Inland Empire 105, High Desert 105, Valleys 105, LA will tie its hottest day of the year. It's no daily record highs. We've been hotter than this in other Augusts. But for the year 2025, hottest day of the year in Los Angeles, 92, but our beaches only 78. We'll talk about the weekend, Jasmine, coming up.
Yeah, it's hard when we don't get a break in those temperatures. Okay, as Paul said, our local desert communities, they are bracing for triple digits. Kcal reporter Rick Montanez is in Riverside with a look at the health risks people are facing if they're going to be outside.
The heat is already setting in big time here in the Inland Empire. And we just talked with a woman who says she's regularly out in the heat. And she told us what it's like because she says it can really drastically affect her sleep.
I get dizzy really easy, dehydrated. But if you can, point of having the water.
Yeah. And then you have a shady spot to sit in, somewhere to cool.
Issue, I get dizzy a lot faster.
The sun is scorching here and over much of the Southland, and much like Angelita, who we just heard from, the symptoms of heat illness, as she explained, can sometimes set in quickly with enough heat and sun exposure. According to Riverside University Health System, so far this year there have been more than 550 emergency room visits related to heat illness. 2 people have even died. Heat exhaustion can present with headaches, dizziness, heavy sweating, and while the more serious heat stroke comes on with confusion, loss of consciousness, and your body even stops sweating. Dr. Jennifer Shavinsky is Riverside County Public Health Officer, who says never be alone outside in this type of extreme heat, even for the healthiest of people.
People shouldn't be outside alone in this heat without somebody keeping an eye on them. And I think what's important to know here is there's kind of a myth that this only happens to people who have underlying health conditions or have some kind of frailty. And that's not true. The truth is this could happen to anybody.
She also reminds us to drink plenty of water and stay out of direct sunlight as much as possible, or even inside during peak heat. And of course, check with your local pool if that's something you need to cool off. In Riverside, Rick Montanez, Kcal News.
And with these very hot temps expected all across Southern California, the risk is a very real danger of those heat-related illnesses striking the vulnerable populations. Let's go to our assignment manager, Mark Liu, live at the desk with details, Mark, on a state website that can help give us the info to stay safe.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jazz. It's very specific to California. You know, Rick Montanez was just talking about those very high temperatures and things like heat stroke or heat exhaustion. Well, the state of California invested in a program to develop a publicly accessible website that lets individual communities assess their risk of heat-related illnesses on very hot days like this. It's called Cal Heat Score. Let me take you out to my screen and show you. If you want to look at this yourself, you just enter Cal Heat Score into your favorite web browser or web search tool, and you'll find it's the first thing that comes up. Look at this map on the right side of your screen. This is Southern California, and this is a day-to-day assessment of not only the heat temperatures in Southern California, but the heat risks. Now, these very dark areas, these are areas of very high risk to the population. And it doesn't just judge the temperature, it also judges things like the availability of medical services, the age of the population, the infrastructure involved here in terms of people that have air conditioning. You can see on the west side, it's a lot lower. These light colors show a lot less risk because it's cooler, but there's also a lot of good infrastructure. A really good way to highlight this is take a look at this area here. I'll circle it. This is like the Pico Whittier area right around here, Pico River. You see very dark colors. It's assessed at a level 4, which is a very severe risk. Now take a look at the temperature here. It says it's going to be about 96 degrees in this area today. But if I zoom out and go over here to the Riverside area, this one is only about 3 degrees cooler at 99, but it's only a risk number 2. And you can see here in Riverside, it's a lot lower. That's because the population out there might be more used to the type of heat. They might have a different age profile, and they might have more availability of cooling centers. Either way, this is a very important tool that was developed just for the state of California to assess these heat risks. And again, you can see it yourself by just typing in Cal Heat Score into your favorite search engine. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Any heat tool is useful. All right, Mark, thanks. Thousands in the San Fernando Valley, they are scrambling to find clean drinking water after a valve at a DWP pump station broke on Tuesday. Now, that's forced the city to issue a boil water notice for 9,000 customers in the Granada Hills and Porter Ranch areas. People, they lined up for free bottles of water at this distribution site on Tampa and Cessnon today. Now, they are being asked not to shower or do the laundry at home because of that pressure being so low, which making matters worse, the problem of no water, it's hitting on one of the hottest weeks of the summer. And fire officials, they are pre-deploying resources like water tenders and engines just to be prepared.
We've had the gas leak, we've had this. The infrastructure in this city and state is falling apart.
My sister and I bathe a lot. We're out and we get really hot and dirty. So we bathe a lot, and it's very difficult with a little bottle of drinking water to actually get really clean.
Yeah, the LA DWP says that they'll have these free water distribution sites open as long as this situation goes on. They say even if they are able to make those emergency repairs and restore service in the next day or two, that boil water notice could be in effect for up to a week. President Trump's tariffs on dozens of countries are now in effect. Economists say it almost certainly means prices will go up for Americans. As Kcal News reporter Natalie Brand shows us, it comes as countries that buy Russian oil are facing a Friday deadline imposed by the president.
Goods imported from more than 60 trading